Hi, this is Janelle, a life coach with a niche in relationship coaching for professional women who are 35 plus who are seeking to date or partner with more self-awareness and intentionality. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. So today we're going to jump into something that happened a couple weeks ago when Megan Thee Stallion, who is a very successful musician in the genre of, rap and hip hop, but has a world stage, started to, or made her relationship known with the NBA player, very successful NBA player, Klay Thompson. Megan Thee Stallion is 30 years old and she's child free and she's worth about $30 million. Klay Thompson, I believe, is 35 years old. He is child free and he's worth about $90 million plus. So, pretty well yoked couple. And then these series of videos that I found on TikTok were Slim Thug, the Houston rapper who was pretty popular maybe 20 or so years ago in the early 2000s, really having a lot of emotion around this coupling, as well as some of the responses. I'm going to come back on the back end with my commentary about this current situation.
You didn't think I was that nigga. You ain't give Slim that chance, but you gave that nigga you thought was that nigga that chance. He not around 25 years later still buying Rolls Royces. So don't ever fucking be mad at no. Just accept the no and the rejection and know that if you a tough motherfucker like me, you gonna get your time to shine. They have to live what they told you no. Okay, if it ain't me, let's see how that work out for you. Let's see what you end up with. Yeah, I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not talking about the Stallion. She got her own boss life resort and shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not talking about her. I'm talking about real life shit. Y'all gotta realize, man, that's as much as I like she the Stallion, I'm not trying to, I want to be treated like the king, man. She a whole queen. That's expensive. Did you see the watch she bought that nigga 300? Man, what kind of gift you got to buy back if she give you a $300,000 watch? I can't have no woman, little boy in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I represent boss energy. I cannot have a woman buying me a $300,000 watch expecting me to buy her, some that magnitude right back. Hey, baby, I know where I'm supposed to be, and that ain't it. So.
Evening is just begun too. It's just a little past 8. Oh boy, we got a night ahead of us.
So let's play this one clear right there. Fire. That's a good watch too.
Thank you, brother.
Sheesh.
Megan got gifted me this.
Word?
Yeah. What a sweet lady.
Stallion dancing to Thug from around the way and still tipping. If that ain't a hey, I want you daddy call, I don't know what is. So I'm just waiting on my day, kid. I'm just waiting on her to come to Houston and hit my line like, hey, I'm in the town, pick me up. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time at this point. She brought me out in Houston. I know she got a crush on me by this point. She danced to 2 of my songs. I say I'm in there. I think I'm in there. What y'all think? I probably can't keep her, I ain't gonna lie. She a lot of energy. You can tell from the twerking. You can tell from the twerking. I ain't gonna let her kill me. I can't pop a every day, goddamn. Well, we can have a good time. I'll catch you in the city. Put you in that Spectrum. One of these drop top Rolls Royces. We'll have a good time, man.
Slim that chance, but you gave that nigga you thought was that nigga that chance. He not around 25 years later still buying Rolls Royces. Let's see how that work out for you. Let's see what you end up with. Yeah, I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not talking about the Stallion. She got her own boss life resort and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about her. I'm talking about real life shit. Y'all gotta realize, man, that's as much as I like she the Stallion, I'm not trying to, I want to be treated like the king, man. She a whole queen. That's expensive. Did you see the watch she bought that nigga 300? Man, what kind of gift you got to buy back if she give you a $300,000 watch? I can't have no woman, little boy in me. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Slim Thug, what are you even talking about? If Meg, even if Klay Thompson didn't buy Meg anything, and she chose to go buy her man something, bro, that's what she bought her man. That's not a little boy situation. You feel me? They're dating, they're freshly dating, and she likes, treating her man right. She might buy you something, do a little things if you just treat her nice, X, Y, and Z. That's on her. Why are you sitting in the car upset? Like, between you and Shaq, I'm not really understanding. Shaq said Meg got 6 weeks before they break up. You over here talking about she little boy and Klay Thompson because she bought him a watch. What are you talking about, bro? Y'all too old to be doing all this, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, though. Also, this is a brand new account. Help me reach 1,000 followers. Appreciate y'all.
You had a LaToya Luckett.
And I'm going to tell you, I love dating LaToya Luckett. Ladies like LaToya Luckett, fellas need $500 face cream. You see what I'm saying? When you date boss chicks, it comes at an expensive rate. They need the Birkins.
Hey.
You can go get a LaToya out the hood who ain't tripping on none of that, who gonna rub your feet,
so y'all want to
serve
do bare
you
minimum.
food,
So
do
keep
whatever
getting
you
bare
want.
minimum
It
women.
ain't bare minimum. It's just that I'm not clout chasing.
And you know what? This is the definition of a bitter man, okay? This nigga is bitter. Not only is he bitter, but he's mad because he's old and alone. And he's crashing the fuck out. Because you mean to tell me you hit your live button, Slim Thug. You hit your live button to go on a rant about Megan Thee Stallion? First of all, she should have got a restraining order or something on you, because the way you constantly harass her under her comment section is ridiculous. This man went on a whole tirade and crashed out over Megan because she's in a relationship. Then went on to compare the man and him. Then went on to say, he felt kind of played. Then went on to tell us how he not upset, but then proceeded to crash out and be upset. I don't know what it is, but it's like dudes hit the wall, and if they ain't locked down, listen, if they ain't secure them a woman to take care of their ass, because that's all it really be about, y'all. If they did not secure a woman to take care of their asses after a certain age, they instantly turn into either red pillars or cornballs. It's one or the other. It's a damn shame.
Slim Thug, they say he is big man, honey, after Megan Thee Stallion curved him, honey, for Klay Thompson, and then he went on a rant, honey, and some people say he was giving desperate and all kind of stuff, but we all know Slim Thug is a Houston rapper, y'all. He just went unhinged, y'all, about Megan. Here's what he had to say.
Didn't appreciate me. Told me no. Could have been in the Rolls Royce. Could have been in the drop Lambo. Could have been in the penthouse. Could have been at the Boss Light Resort. As much as I like she the Stallion, I'm not trying to. I want to be treated like the king, man. She a whole queen. Did you see the watch? She bought that 300. Man, what kind of gift you got to buy back if she give you a $300,000 watch? I can't have no woman, little boy in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I represent boss energy. I cannot have a woman buying me a $300,000 watch expecting me to buy her, some of that magnitude right back.
That is so ugly and mean, honey. He was sliding her DMs, baby, sending flowers, y'all, and doing all kind of stuff, baby. Miss Meg, they say Meg is unboarded and unbooked, and she's on yachts with Klay Thompson. So, that's crazy. Why would he do that?
He crashed out.
Sounds like he's upset that he couldn't afford her.
Oh.
Yeah. Why you gonna say to somebody she could have been in the Rolls Royce, could have been in the penthouse? Do he not know that she could do that for herself?
Exactly.
Hell, she filthy rich just like her new man, honey.
Meg Thee Stallion calling herself telling me no. Ain't that so? How you gonna tell me no? I've been in this game for 20 years, and I'm about 20 years older than her, so she needs to listen to me. I should be a king. Already made about 7 videos of her begging, pleading on my knees, and she keep ignoring me, but it's cool. I know my worth. She bought that nigga a watch. I got wrist. Why she don't want me, man? I would have had her in a 2024 Honda. I'm King Jeffrey Booger Sugar, and she gonna do this to me? I'm trying to see what Klay got that I don't got. A couple million? Megan's consent and interest? Money is not even important. See, my love language is act of service, huh? I find your location, find out your address, climb through your window, snatch your people up. I do that for you because I love you. I see you when you sleep and I know when you awake. I'm Santa Claus. I'm always watching while you see the beard. I'm Santa Claus. Man, for anybody out here grinding that's ever been told no, don't let that stop. Don't ever let a woman's no stop you from harassing her online with your beard.
You ain't want to get me no shot, huh? You could have been with a nigga in a Rolls Royce. Why you ain't want me? You told me I wasn't shit, but I'm watching you. I ain't wishing you no bad luck, nothing like that. Soon as she fuck up and you get your little heart broken, I'm gonna be right here like, buying him a $300,000 watch. You ain't finna lip boy me. Man, fuck you buying me a $300,000 watch for, bitch. What the fuck you ain't want me? When you tired of running around with them little boys, you gon' come back. You think you better than me or something? Slim Thug, I got a Rolls Royce. You chose somebody who play with balls for a living. Nigga play with balls. Alright. Do you? I ain't even pressed for real. Do you even worry about why you ain't want?
As somebody who grew up in Texas, listening to Slim Thug's music, and I was a fucking huge fan, and still am of his music, seeing him as a 44-year-old man crashing out online over being rejected by a woman that's 14 years younger than him because she's dating somebody else. Now, mind you, they've never dated. You know, she even had to go on stage one time and say, I just like your music, I don't like you. Slim is an OG in the Houston rap game, and I grew up in Texas. I've lived in both Houston and San Antonio, so I listen to a lot of underground Texas rap, Texas music. Slim Thug was a big part of that. To see him doing what he's doing now, and to see that she has to go on stage and say, hey, I only like your music, I don't like you, it's fucking really creepy and weird behavior. This is why sometimes women are afraid to tell men no. He's a fucking perfect example that he can't just take no for an answer. It's not that difficult. You shoot your shot, she says no, respectfully, you just move on, you let it go. Like, not everybody's for you. Not everybody is for you, and that's just the way of the world. I guess I don't understand the mindset of when a woman starts dating somebody else, a woman that you have no affiliation with whatsoever other than, you know, publicly having a crush on her. When she finds somebody else, I don't understand the mindset of going online making a video about how she's gonna be, she missed out, she's gonna be missing out on you in the future when it doesn't work out. That's just fucking weird behavior. She obviously seems happy, and whether you're a fan of hers or not, I'm just talking from the standpoint of a 44-year-old man bitching about a 30-year-old woman that turned him down because she's dating somebody else. It's weird for me because I grew up listening to Slim Thug. Now, I never idolized any rapper, musician, politician, celebrity. If I'm a fan of your art, I hope you're a good person, but I never idolize you as a person because I don't know what the fuck you are. I don't know what the fuck you're like behind closed doors. And this just further proves that point. Never idolize people because that's just fucking weird.
Every single time I tell myself, man, you young, man, it's okay to not have a wife right now. You don't need to settle down. You just slow down, you know, just live your life. These old heads prove me right every single time. Give me the wife. Give me the wife. Slim Thug, Shaquille O'Neal, Shannon Sharp. They just some old losers. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was reading a book or listening to a podcast, I can't remember, but it was just talking about some things that you don't want to be as a man. One of the things you don't want to do is just chase women your whole life. Being a womanizer, that should never ever add up to being anything that's taking you away from your family, and family time isn't taking away from the natural joy of your life, the natural wealth in life and living, making life worth living, chasing money your whole life. That makes life not worth living. Who are you getting all this money to spend it with if it's not family? You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a womanizer and you chase women your whole life, what are you enjoying? Are you just trying to prove to other men that you are the best predator? I don't understand. This ain't the jungle. It really be baffling to me. Like, Shaq, If you really was concentrated on your passions and your families and staying disciplined, you literally could have been the best player to ever live. Easy. Easy. You run around chasing tail and eating cheeseburgers and run. Come on, man. Not even showing up to workouts. No discipline. I don't want to be like a man like that. I don't care how much money Shaq got. I would never want Shaq's life. To pass away that way? No. No. I don't want that. Slim Thug does so much for the community. But now, we got to see you in this loser-ass light because you can't just settle down and develop your character enough to be with one woman. You chasing around women 15 years younger than you, 20 years younger than you. It's just a bad look, no matter how much you do in the community. If you don't have the discipline and the wherewithal to keep a good woman by your side, a lot of people going to look at you sideways. I'm just saying, Shannon Sharp, you could be mentoring the youth. You grew up poor in the country. You could be helping out these young men in a personal way, not just giving money, but you running around with OF girls, getting caught up, getting lawsuits, losing your money. I'm telling you, man, all of these things take you away from the natural joys and the natural wealth of life. Y'all not enjoying the fruits of y'all labor. I know y'all a lot of dudes gonna say, man, I'll take Shaq life any day. Well, that's you, and that's why you, and I'm me. Cause I don't need all the money in the world. I need enough money where my family can feel financially stable and free to do what we like to do. That's how much money I need. I got a number in my head. I don't need the number that you need me to have. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have all the women in the world. I need to have the confidence and swag to back the right woman. That's all I need. I need enough confidence and swag and character development to back the right woman, to make that my wife. And I'm cool. I'm Geechee. I don't need all of that. I want to have my family time and my passions in life, and that's it. Hiking, whitewater rafting and stuff. Montego Bay. You know what I'm saying? Martinique with the fam. I'm not doing what y'all doing. I don't like what y'all doing. It don't even sit right with me. It's loser activity to me.
Let's jump into my favorite part of all of the content I post on YouTube. And that's just my thoughts, where I get to kind of express what I feel about whatever we have read or gone over. So let's get into it. I would have to say, watching the actual video of Slim Thug, as well as watching the subsequent commentary, was a little saddening. And it also made me quite happy because I'm seeing a tide turning. So first, let's talk about what was a little saddening. I am a fan of Slim Thug's music. When I was an undergrad, listened to a lot of his, beats, Texas, all of that. You Ain't Heard of That was one of my favorite songs. So definitely a fan. So not here to hate on his music, his talent, or his legacy. Flowers to him for that. But what I found very disheartening is this man is 44 years old. He has about 6 kids, I think, by about 3 different women. And he's very misogynistic from the content he's put out. He also has said really, I would say, unnerving or controversial things in the past. And, talking negative about Russell Wilson and he's a lame and all this. And it's very telling that at his big age, he has not come to the point of maturity in himself to understand that he's not who he was 20 years ago. He's 44 going on 45 years old in September, I believe. And he seems to still want to be living this young boy fantasy of chasing, all the hottest women. And the reality is he's in a different era. He's in his unk era. He is someone, even Megan Thee Stallion, has said, she respects his music. I think she said it on the stage of Coachella, but she's not interested in him. He is unk, but he wants to be more. He thinks he's her peer, and he's not. He has made his, mark in the music industry. He is a legend in his own right, and I respect all of that. But it's really sad to see he bought into, and I think he's a great example of a man who's bought into the fallacy that a lot of this incel and red pill content pushes to tell men, oh, you never grow old, you're always fresh, you get older, you get better. to an extent, as any person gets older, they get better because you should have maturity and wisdom, okay? But when you don't embrace those things and aren't developing in those areas, you turn around and you're doing what he's doing right now, kind of crashing out on the internet because a 30-year-old woman with no children, someone 14 years younger than him, is not interested in him. And he cannot conceptualize the fact that she doesn't want him. And she was very clear about that. And I think it's also a little bit of jealousy, in my opinion, that she is dating someone that is worth a lot more money than herself, has had a lot of success in his chosen career. Klay Thompson is a 3 or 4-time NBA winner. So the man has rings. So he has achieved the highest level of success several times over in his profession, and his net worth is amazing. And he's also led a scandal-free life. He has a good reputation publicly. And I think when, men say women need to choose better, they don't really mean it, because I believe this situation here is a perfect snapshot of Slim Thug is the type of man who would say something like that, but he doesn't really mean it, because for Megan Thee Stallion, she did make a better choice than a 44-year-old man who's a multiple baby daddy who is not on par with her financially. And then he's upset about it. And now what I really like about the responses to this video are a lot of the men can see the problem in this. And I like that this is both, men in their 20s as well as men in their 30s, and even men who are older. They see that this is very problematic. And I appreciate this going on right now because it provides so much context to the challenges that many women face in dating, where men don't actually mean what they say when they're trying to be, snotty or nasty with women. They don't want women to choose better. They want women to continually and consistently make terrible choices, i.e. those men who say that crap, the incels, the red pills, the misogynists, etc. And so they can abuse and use those women. And I saw a lot of women making comments online as well about Slim Thug's videos that he was posting and everything on social media, saying he's jealous of Klay, but he's jealous of Megan's success and he wants to humble her. That's a red flag. Any man who wants to humble a woman, what he means is he wants to hurt that woman in some way, because he's not God and that's not his role. Any man trying to humble a woman is not humble in himself, and he has malicious, demonic, and all honesty, intent. He wants to hurt her mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. He wants to do something to bring harm to her. So he can't say that out and out, but that is the sentiment that's there. So the reality is men don't really want women to choose better, because in this instance, Megan Thee Stallion made a better choice for herself, Klay Thompson. Slim Thug was never an option because of the lifestyle he's led and his recklessness. He has all of these children that he's created all of these broken homes and all of these broken lives with. And I'm not here to preach to anyone. He just needs to understand the other side of those decisions and treating women poorly and creating all of those broken homes is the women that he is interested in aren't interested in him because he's shown a lack of sexual discipline, dick discipline, financial discipline, and just that's a man of low character. You have gone out and created all these broken homes and all these broken lives. You are a reckless man. You are not a man who can be given any power to trust or govern or anything, because you can't be trusted because you've lived your life recklessly. And I think that it's very hard when men sometimes have to come up against their own judgment or feedback to see all of that yin yang they were talking. It doesn't mean anything, because the women they want don't want them because they've lived such reckless lives and they really don't have anything to offer. I really love this situation. I want to get everyone's, feedback on it to see, how are you feeling? And I don't think that Slim Thug is a dusty per se, but I think his behavior is very much an alignment and a mirror of what dusty men, how they think, how they feel entitled to something, or women, the type of women and the access to the type of women they want when they don't qualify. They're not on the level of those women. And so just definitely love that this is going on. And I really love how many men are recognizing how problematic this is. Thanks for watching today. Please watch the other videos in the reaction video playlist linked at the end of this video for more of my coaching insights around dating and relationships scenarios that are present in, current moments in social media. Subscribe and sign up for the next Empower Your Love Story, a 5-day journey to unravel past patterns and embrace intentional dating, so you can get to the path to becoming more self-aware and intentional in your dating life. If nothing else, drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation, and I look forward to chatting with you next time.